I'm here with I'm now joined by the Edison Boys varsity basketball team. Coach, would you mind introducing yourself and the players to your left and right?
I'm Trey Ford, head boys varsity basketball coach at Thomas Edison.
I'm Ian Oldham. I'm a junior. I go to Thomas Edison High School.
I'm Tyson Lacey. I'm a sophomore here at Edison High School.
I'm Mason Brown. I'm a senior here.
Miles McGrew. I'm a junior at Edison.
Tristan Watson. I'm a senior.
So you're the only coach I can ask this as you guys come right off of a game, but congrats on the victory, and again, appreciate you guys being here and getting over here right after the game. But what did you like out of your team today? Let's start with that.
Well, to start the game off, we got punched in the mouth first. We went down 9-0. Called a quick timeout. Got at the boys a little bit. One thing about these boys is they responded to me very well. So we fought back, cut it. We went up 11-9. And then it was a close game back and forth throughout. We hang our hats on the defensive end of the floor. Second half of the game, we really harped onto that, and we're able to come out with a double-digit victory.
Of course. And you guys played last night. Obviously not the outcome you wanted, but you come back this morning or this afternoon, like you said, down 9-0 to start. Easy to hang your head in that situation, but you guys didn't, and you were very resilient and come back and win. Can you just speak about this team's competitiveness, and also players feel free to chime in on how you guys hold each other accountable in a situation like that?
Yeah, so I'll start with from this offseason, I put these guys through the gauntlet just to set them up for the out-of-conference schedule that I was going to put them through. And we started off last night playing against Westfield, who is the favorite to win the state this year. We fought down by 2 at the half. They came out and they punched us in the mouth to start the third, but it was a learning lesson for the boys, and I'm glad that we got to go through that early. They grew up a ton. We are young. We only have 3 seniors, but it was great to see them bounce back today and really respond to that loss yesterday. And I feel like that's going to help us throughout the season because you want to play your best basketball about February, March.
You go ahead. You can speak. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just kind of having good chemistry and playing together, working together, because sometimes we play selfish basketball, and that's not our best basketball. We team basketball. And so kind of just, like you said, learning lesson from last night, and then starting today, we got a double-digit win. So, I mean, it's all learning as the season goes on.
Yeah, and understanding personnel. Like, if one of us is struggling, we build confidence in them. We instill confidence in them that whatever they're doing, they can get back to what they're doing. We also instill confidence in our coaching staff that they know what they're doing. They know the sets we're going to run. They know the defense schemes we're going to do. And we know that they watch film. We watch film. We prepare and we stay ready. And so just having confidence in each and every one of us, from the top guy to the bottom guy, being able to contribute and do their job just day in, day out builds the confidence. So like Coach said, we play our best basketball around February, March.
Yeah, Dwight Vick with Victory Life. I want to talk about the Edison program. Coach, we can stick with you. I feel like every time I turned on the NFHS app or looked on Twitter, y'all were playing Hayfield. I feel like every time I look, y'all are playing Hayfield. Y'all, that's a big matchup. But at the same time, Edison's program, I'm very familiar with it from the standpoint, my son played at Patriot High School, and Patriot would play y'all like always in that 3rd or 4th week in the fall league, and it was always packed. A lot of people were standing around the gym, and there was a lot of athletes on the court. Edison has a history of great athletes, great basketball players. There was also a season, I believe, y'all had a couple of bigs and a kid that wore number 3 that was real athletic, a wing, a guard, and y'all gave Hayfield all they wanted. That was down to the wire. I was there. It was packed. Talk about just, I'm bringing up memories, man. Just talk about the Edison culture and what it means to put on that uniform and play at Edison.
Yeah. So this is my 4th year at Edison. The first year that I was there, we were able to make the state Final Four, which was absolutely amazing. We had a bigger team. We had an experienced team. They were senior-led when I got the job. But my thing is, when I got that job, I was coming in to change the culture, make it a more defensive-minded school. However, like you said, when you can combine the athletes that Edison gets and add the defensive tools to go along with that, we could go a long way. And I feel like that first year, that's what we did, and I feel like the culture has been set since I got that job these last 4 years, and these boys hang our hat on that defensive end of the floor. Hayfield is 56-0 right now in the last 4 or 5 years in the district. We haven't got them yet, and Since I've got there, it's always been a 3-point game,
Yep.
4-point game, 2-point game. They got us by 21 time. But I feel like the group we have this year, they have a chip on their shoulder from what we've been going through in the past. And these boys are really enjoying playing with each other, gelling with each other, on the court, off the court. And I feel like this is going to be a very special season for us.
Yeah, and it's amazing. You know that record. You know, when you want to get somebody off that mountaintop. And it's not no shade because we all love and respect Hayfield and Carlos Poindexter and what he's done.
Most definitely.
But what you guys are doing is no short of achievement as well. But you want to knock them off. Speaking of that, I'll start with you. We can go around. Just talk about what year you are and also what you bring to the table. Like, not so much your scouting report, but when you say when the lights come on, I know I'm going to do this every game.
Yeah, so I'm the starting varsity point guard.
Uh-huh.
And so it's my job to, lead the team and set an example. I'm a sophomore. Last year we had to play Isaiah Skin, who really was the best player on the court for us, did a lot for us. And so me kind of just filling that role and taking the lead and kind of just setting an example and, taking control of the team. So, like you said, Hayfield, I really think we have a chance this year, and we're, having a chip on our shoulder every single game. So we've proven everybody wrong.
Yeah.
And to touch on Tyson's point, he played a lot last year as a freshman. This year he's stepping into that starting point guard role, but he is our defensive hound. He gets us going defensively. He's one of the better communicators on the team. And when he is hounding that ball, those 4 guys that's on the floor, they respond to him, and they back him up with that.
Love it.
My name's Ian. I'm a starter. I start at the wing. I feel like my role in the team has, jumped around from time to time, but I feel like this year mainly, I've truly found my role. I'm that energy guy. I get rebounds and stuff. I get stops on the defensive end, and I score when needed. You know what I mean? Last year, I didn't really know my role. I played a lot, and then towards the end of the season, I didn't get much minutes because I didn't really know my role. But, really buying into Coach Trey's offense, it really helped me find my role this year. And I feel like we got a great shot beating Hayfield.
Yeah.
My name is Mason. I'm a senior. Mainly for this team, I feel like I bring the leadership. Being a senior, I've been here longer than every single one of these other players. And just understanding what it takes to win, what the sacrifice it takes, whether it's from the early morning practices on Saturday when we want to be asleep or the late nights on Friday when we're in the gym getting up shots. It's just understanding how badly we really want to win this, how badly we want to go far in the season, and being able to play for our coaching staff, especially because Coach Trey was wrong last year, and so we want to play for him and play through him. But just honestly, just leading them to battle, starting with the communication and the defensive end, like Coach Trey preaches on, but then just continuing that energy on the bench, energy in the game, getting the crowd hype, getting into it, and just giving 110% every night we're out there.
Nice. And being a senior, you got to make this count. There's no reset button. It's not a PS5. We can't plug it back in. You know what I'm saying?
My name is Tristan. I'm a senior. I feel like this year I'm really trying to be more of a communicator and a better leader because I started out my sophomore year. I came here from West Virginia. I was really quiet and I didn't really say much, but now I'm really trying to pick it up and talk a lot more and be there for my team.
Yeah, good stuff. You said you moved here from West Virginia?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, is it different here than West Virginia?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
My name is Miles McGrew. I'm a junior. It's my first year on varsity, but even just being on JV, I looked up to these guys up here, watching them on the court, seeing the energy that they brought. Coach Trey, one of the best coaches in the area by far. So I just wanted to come in, bring that energy. Our seniors, Mason and sophomore Tyson, they keep practice going, keep it livid, keep it energy, competitive. So on the court, I try to be like them, talk, bring energy, rebound, just keep the team going even when it gets quiet, when it gets down. So I just think I bring a good amount of energy to the team.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that slide. This is a compliment. You said you feel like Coach is one of the best coaches in the area. That's the DMV, right?
By far, Nova in general, by
yeah.
far one of the best coaches. His name is known all throughout.
I know that. I'm just saying you said that with confidence.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, just for everybody watching on this stream and that's going to see the clips later, elaborate on that because I'm not trolling. I think that's a great thing. I think that's excellent. When you say he's one of the best, explain that because people say that in cliche or they just say that in passing, but elaborate on what that means.
I mean, from his first year coming at Edison, it was a state Final Four, correct? That immediately shows how much effort, how much skill he brings, his coaching history in the past. You posted your He posted his, credentials, all that, and you can see by far, like, he works to get where he's at. Nothing's handed to him. He gets us there. He pushes us. He doesn't let us lack off. He doesn't let us slack in practice. He will get you to where you need to be, no matter what.
Yeah, yeah, I know Coach Trey for a little bit now, and he's got me a lot better since I met him. When I met him, I was scared. I was not confident. I was just not a good basketball player, honestly. And I've improved so much over the years, and is why I love playing here at Edison. So,
One thing I will say though is, if you don't even have to look at any of the credentials or where he's coached. If you just come in and watch an Edison basketball game, watch the adjustments he's able to make on the fly, and even just be a fly on the wall during our practices, you will see the impact that he makes to our team. And you can see the impact he made last year when we lost him. It definitely was an impact and a presence that we missed. But just being able to watch him and watch the adjustments that we make as a team, you truly see how valuable he is to our basketball team.
Yeah, and the sacrifices on and off the court that he makes for our team is beyond, we're beyond grateful for it every single day, in and out.
Coach, you heard it from the players. They clearly think very highly of you. Just kind of from your perspective on the players, what's it been like as a coach? You have a team full of guys that are fully bought into the culture that you wanted to instill when you took this position 4 years ago. And, they mentioned your resume, and obviously you've made a name for yourself. But again, just what's it been like? How fortunate is it to have a team like this Edison squad that is so bought into your culture? And yeah, just speak about that.
It's amazing because what I put them through, it's not easy to go through, especially as a 15, 16, 17-year-old. And what it takes to get there also takes time as well. But to see them go from not buying in and then partially buying in to fully committing and I got to buy into Coach Trey's way. Because they know that if they want to be, I'm building them to be successful way beyond basketball. And I'm working to build grown men as they leave Edison High School. And I know the sacrifices that I put in to build this as well. So just to watch them grow from freshmen into seniors and then go to leave Edison and become fine young men in today's society is really all I'm about. The wins and the losses, they're great, of course, but producing fine young men is what matters most to me. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. And for the seniors and anybody who's known Coach Trey or played with him, feel free to answer this, but how's it been? You guys have known him the longest. You guys have played under him, with Edison the longest. How's it been kind of stepping into that leadership role on the court? Kind of the coach on the court. So just how's it been, stepping into that leadership role under Coach Trey?
Yeah, so I remember actually the very first practice I had with Coach Trey when he was technically still applying for the Edison job. And I can already get a sense from this is the culture that's going to be set at Edison. This is the standard that we're going to have. But just growing up, his last 4 years, seeing how Coach Trey holds not only each other accountable and his players, but he holds himself accountable. He talks about how much film he watches, how much he prepares for the games, and that just how he holds himself accountable translates to us. And so just being able to see that, but also see the goals that he has, like he said, not only just to win basketball games, but to produce well-rounded young men. I think that just speaks to his character, but also just being able to learn from him as a basketball coach, but also as a man about how to grow up in life. And I think just his leadership style has really shaped me to who I am today.
I agree with Mason. When I first came here, or before, in the summer, I went to a summer league game, and I saw how vocal Coach Trey was. Even if he wasn't coaching, he was still coaching from the sidelines to all the players, telling them what to do, where to go. And I was just excited to get into that. And we started practice. It was a lot different than what it was in West Virginia. It was a lot tougher, a lot more discipline that needed to be instilled in me. So I feel like it just changed me a lot as a person.
I remember my first memory of Coach Trey. It was a fall league game against Patriot when I was a freshman, and he threw me in the game. It was the middle of the game.
I was at that game.
Yeah. I was a freshman, yeah. It was nerve-wracking for sure. Going against, I think Patriot had made the state championship
the
past year. And yeah, I mean, he just led me through it the whole way through, and like that's when I really got to know him as a coach and as a leader.
Yeah, like, Coach Straight said, actually, it's not easy to play for him. It's not easy at all. But, like, he's definitely in your best interest, right? And he's definitely trying to make you better. So, even when he's yelling at you or you have to run for something you did, it's all learning, it's all learning. And so, I've been put in the fire so many times now, you learn. And, hopefully by next year I'm, a way better player. So, yeah.
I could tell it was hard because I saw you reflect. You were like, "It ain't easy." I
easy.
could see you going back to that time,
Not
right?
at all.
Yeah, Coach. You got to share your diet because when you walked in, I know who you are. I've seen you, but I glanced. I thought you were a player, but then I saw, okay, So you got to share that later. But on a serious note, let's talk about practice, like the great Allen Iverson once said. Let's talk about practice, right? How is practice? Because when you have this much talent, this many athletes, a coach that gets after it and has expectations. I'm not talking about, what do y'all do through different drills. I'm talking about, do y'all push each other? Is it trash talk? Is it intensity? Even though y'all are brothers, I know how it is when you put them shoes on and you have to go. Y'all challenge each other. Is it personal where you like iron sharpens iron, or y'all just, oh, that's my guy, I'ma chill? Who's gonna speak first? I can see all y'all nodding. Go ahead.
Practice is the most competitive place you'll ever show up to. We yell at each other, curse each other out, pushing, shoving. This week we had to kick people out of practice because they weren't on the same level as us. So just know when you walk into that gym, go in there like it's an actual game. Don't go in there slacking, because our seniors, sophomores, everyone will hold you accountable. If you are lacking, it'll be known, it'll be seen. And for our coach, he holds us there. He'll put in an adjustment, he'll yell at us, but right after, once we do that, he'll come dap us up, let us know,
Good.
He's still our coach at the end of the day. It's not like he's our enemy. It's not that we're against him. We're working with him. We're right there with him. He's right there with us.
I think it starts with this guy right here. I think we wouldn't have any of the practices that we've ever had without him right here. In practice, he's the leader right here. He's the vocal heart of this team. I'm not gonna lie to you. He may not be the most skilled or whatever, but he for real, our practices would be dead quiet without him right here. I'm serious. And everyone on the team can vouch for it too. You can ask anyone. We wouldn't have any of the practices that we had without Mason.
So one thing that I noticed from last year was, especially after we lost Coach, there wasn't really this passion for the game that we normally have. There wasn't really the intensity that we were looking for. So going into this year, knowing that I'm a senior, this is my last try, I'm going to give it everything I got. And that being said, if anyone else on my team isn't going to give me everything I got, then I don't want them there. And so I'll ask them just, hey, head out. We don't need you today. We'll see you tomorrow. Because I expect the best out of my players. I expect the best out of my coaching staff. And so holding each other accountable, like we talked about, but also just competing at the highest level. We know that we're brothers at the end of the day. We love each other, and all we're doing here is trying to push each other, make each other better. Understanding that at the end of the day, just you go dab each other up after, and you just keep working. Yes, sir. Thank you.
And and I'm not gonna lie, I go off of him. Because in practices, and I'm not going to lie, every practice has not been the best. We're not a perfect team. We make mistakes. But, as loud as he is and as loud as he's vocal with everybody, doing this and that, communicating, trash talking, I feed off of him and, try to set another example, even though he's a senior, trying to set an example as the point guard. So,
Well, Coach, it's very evident that the culture you've built and are continuing to build is working, and your players are very bought in. We just like to say I appreciate you guys taking the time on Saturday, especially after the game, to get over here and join us on the NSMT experience. So best of luck this season, and we'll have to catch one of your guys' games, hopefully against Hayfield.
Thank you. We appreciate you all for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey.
That was good.